I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Straight ahead, Etienne fighting him off. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On first down, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Powell's and the throw here caught. Now the ball comes loose. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Powell from the gun. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Powell. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Easy.
Fields now to throw. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. Big play there. 49 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to
touchdown, Vikings! From 6 yards away. And the Vikings get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
11. Out. Jump left. You got a mini base.
From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Touchdown Bears! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have got it on cruise control. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Addison will go in motion left. Howell throwing on first down here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Vikings first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Howell down to throw it. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He finds his man complete. It's McLeod. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, son.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Hey, Ken. West right, sit. Sit.
On play action, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Vikings 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On second down, a run with Hall. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. And the Bears are pouring it on. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And it's third down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now they go play action with Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Handoff running left is Etienne. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go street.
Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw. Howell. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Howell going to go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's McLeod. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears just continue to roll. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. ETN up the middle. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. Off-play action. It's Howell. Over the middle and complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st down, Minnesota.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Howell going to audible to something else. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And now an audible here into something else. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Faking the handoff. Howell. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
You got me base.
Off play action, Fields. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 48 yards. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep, and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has him, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. A gain of 3, second down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, tonight.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Tonight.
To throw is Fields. one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Oh, let's go. Right.
Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. They're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And the Vikings first down.
Check smash. Check smash. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
On first down, Howell. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, here's Etienne. There he goes, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 162 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Howell throwing on first down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
First down, Vikings.
They'll go play action. Howell. This is caught by Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A handoff for Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Howell from the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. This is caught by Addison. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Go.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. That one good for 37 yards.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bears, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-3